That's just the review part. Okay. So it says find sine theta if cosine theta equals 2 over 5. Leave your answer in exact form. Okay, so if here's theta, cosine is what over what? Adjacent over hypotenuse. Okay, let's try this again. Adjacent over hypotenuse. So, adjacent would be which side? This one or this one?
The first one.
That one. Okay? This is hypotenuse. So that's how we know that this is 2 and that's 5. We can use the idea of adjacent hypotenuse and go ahead and label those. You tracking with me on that?
Yeah.
Okay. And so we need to find sine of theta. Sine of theta is what over what? Opposite. Do we have this opposite side? No. We do have the hypotenuse though, right? Okay. So it says to do this, okay, label the sides, adjacent hypotenuse, okay, put the 2 and the 5, okay. Find the missing side using Pythagorean theorem. Okay, so anytime we have a right triangle or missing one side, we can use Pythagorean theorem to solve. So we would do 2 squared plus b squared equals 5 squared. Okay, and we'll subtract and get should get 21. And then take the square root of that.
4.5.
I'm going to say 4.6. Or we'll just round it to 4.
Oh, okay, cool.
Okay, so now we know, group, I'm not going to talk over you all day here. All right, we know that this other side is about 4.6. It was like 4.58. We'll say 4.6. So if we want to write sine, it's going to be what over what? 4.6 over 5. The opposite side from theta over the hypotenuse. We okay on that? Okay. All right, number 2. Find cosine when tangent is 1 over 2. Okay, so which side is 1? Tangent is 1 over what? Opposite. Okay, so 1 is opposite, so there. Okay, 2 is which side?
That one. No, that one.
Adjacent. Okay, 1 and 2. All right, now how are we going to find the hypotenuse? Yep, Pythagorean theorem. I'm getting 2.23, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so cosine, what's the numerator of cosine? Good. 2 over 2.23. Okay, what questions do we have? Good? Okay. Number 3, find tangent of theta if sine of theta is 2 over the square root of 8. So you need to draw. Oh, okay. Yep, go ahead and draw your triangle. Okay, label your sides. I didn't see it. I was like, wait a second. I was like, did they skip this one? All right, go ahead and draw your triangle.
That is a perfect triangle.
Is it really?
It depends on
It is.
Kiwi's perfect, so how can not?
I know, right? It's so good.
No, because really, I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What did you say?
Okay, do you agree with my setup?
Yes.
Okay, the hypotenuse is square root of 8, right? right? And the opposite side is 2. Now, if you put theta down here, that's fine. Okay, it would just be 2 there because that would be opposite. It doesn't matter which one you label theta, but you have to do the opposite side. Okay, so this would be 4. What would this be? Yes, good, you remember. Okay, if it already has a square root on it, you just get rid of the square root and keep the number. Subtract our 4, take the square root. This side is also 2. Now, what's our tangent of theta? 2. Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
Hello. Not supposed to happen. That was wrong. Tangent. 2 over 2, which is 1. Okay. If you leave it as 2 over 2, I'm fine with that. If you write it as 1, I'm fine with that as well. Doesn't matter to me. Yes.
We have to reduce the other fractions.
I will make you. Okay, number 2. Given the triangle below, find the length of the other leg. Can we do this with the Pythagorean theorem? Do we have the skills to answer this question?
Actually, let's flip the page to learn how.
Can we solve this Pythagorean theorem? No, we can't. Okay, go ahead and flip it over. Okay, you're going to do or you're going to do more with sine, cosine, and tangent than just find ratios of sides. And I think we may have touched on this on Friday. I can't remember if it was this class or not, but they can actually help us find angle measures. Okay, and they can help us find other side lengths, which is pretty cool. Okay, you will need Desmos or a calculator for this. It doesn't matter which one. I'll get my calculators out if you decide that you want a calculator. Okay, if you want to use Desmos, that's fine.
Which one would be easy?
They're both pretty easy. I think the calculator is easiest, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, you can do it on Desmos as well. Okay, so before we get started, okay, if you are on a calculator, okay, you are going to press the mode button. If you're on a calculator, press mode. Okay, and go down to the 4th line where it says radian and degree. Okay, so mode, 4th line, radian, degree. Go over to degree and press enter. Degree should be highlighted black now. Okay, what this is doing is that angle measures are in degrees, right? If it's in radians, it's working in something called pi. You've heard of the number pi before? Okay, so radians deals with pi. You're not going to use that until maybe geometry, but if you go to pre-calculus, you'll see it there. Okay, but we're going to work in degrees, so we always have to make sure our calculator is in degree mode. You okay there?
Yes.
All right, who's using Desmos? Okay, so if you are using Desmos, you can see on your page here. Okay, you need to go to the I think it's the settings. Let me pull it up here. Oh, yeah, I need to press start graphic. What am I doing? Okay, so if you press this little guy up here, this little wrench, you want to press degree. Okay, so press the wrench and then press degree. That's how you change it in Desmos. If you don't change it, your answers are going to be wrong. Okay, for tests, quizzes, everything. Okay, so make sure you're in degree mode.
Wait, does it stay on it? Like for calculators? Or do I have to change it back?
Your calculator should stay in degree mode unless you reset it. But every time you log into Desmos, you're going to have to do degree mode if you use this.
No, I couldn't get a B. And I'm already at a B. I still have to go up.
You sure?
Down.
I just
Or
want to
six
over
go
it.
up.
Okay, here we go. You ready to go? All right, let's revisit the problem. Okay, let's bring it back. So it says find the value of the missing side x. So it says here, label the sides of your triangle adjacent, opposite, and hypotenuse. Okay, so based on this angle, which side is x? Opposite. What about 10? Adjacent. And we're missing the hypotenuse there as well, yes? Okay, you have to label these. Do it. Do it. Okay. Decide what trig ratio to use. Okay, so if we have this, we definitely want to use adjacent, right? You with me on that? Okay, and if we're solving for that side, we definitely want to use opposite. Yes?
Yes.
So we want to do opposite over adjacent, which is tangent. We're going to use tangent. Where does that say?
No, she's not trying to do it.
Okay, so tangent of 25. Now, we're used to seeing tangent theta, tangent A, okay, whatever the angle is. This time the angle has a measurement. Okay, the angle is 25 degrees. So that's why we write tangent of 25. Track it? Okay, opposite is which side? Okay, adjacent is? Perfect. Okay, so now we want to solve the equation and get x by itself. So I have x over 10 equals the tangent of 25. How am I going to get rid of this 10? Multiply it on both sides. Okay, so now we have 10 times the tangent of 25 equals x. Okay, I'm going to do this both ways. I'm going to do it calculator and I'm going to do it Desmos. So just pay attention here. Okay, so we're going to type 10 tangent 25, enter. Okay, 4.67. Yes.
What do you do after this?
Press second mode, and that'll take you back. I'm sorry if you were still in the mode section. Okay, so that's that. If I go to Desmos, okay, I'm going to type in, what is it, 10 tangent 25?
Bless me.
There it goes. Okay, in Desmos, you just type 10 tangent 25, and it tells you 4.66, whatever. Okay, I'll say 4.6 or 4.7 is fine. Okay, we okay on using the calculator or Desmos to find those?
Yeah.
All right, good deal. Okay, find the length of the missing sides. Round your answers to the nearest 10. Okay, so if I have my 54 degrees, which side is x? Huh? Adjacent, yes. Which side is 12? Hypotenuse. Which trig function am I going to use? Cosine, because cosine is adjacent over hypotenuse. So let's get this set up. Okay, cosine of what? Cosine 54, cosine of our angle, okay, equals adjacent x over hypotenuse 12. Okay, yep, multiply by 12 on both sides. And we're going to put it in our calculator. What's, oh, nearest 10th. Okay, now it says find the length of the missing sides. It doesn't say side. Okay, so once we have x, how can we find, I'll just label it y, how can we find the other side? Pythagorean theorem. So let me ask you a question. Could we also do another trig function and solve for it?
Yeah.
Okay, so you can actually do the same thing. Okay, you would do opposite over hypotenuse, which is sine. So you could do that, or you could do Pythagorean theorem. Mrs. Crafton doesn't care. Okay, if you like this new stuff, go for it. If you like Pythagorean theorem, go for it. Okay, I'll go ahead and do trig on this one. So it would be y over 12. You should get 9.7. Number 7?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it meant. Maybe we didn't have to do that. It's not a bad skill. Okay. Anyway. We'll keep moving. All right, number 7. Which side is x? Which side is 8? Yes. Which trig function? Sine.
I said sin.
I know it looks like
Excuse me.
it. Ooh. Uh-oh. Problem. Okay. What's different about this one? Yeah. Let me tell you. We do the same process. Okay, so just trust me. Okay, multiply both sides by x. Okay, keep in mind, I want this x alone. How am I going to get that x all by itself?
Divide by sin.
Yeah, divide by the sine of 46.
I said sin, and we're gonna go with it.
Okay, before you put this in your calculator, I want you to pause. Okay, what do you notice? I'm gonna try to get rid of this and simplify it here. What do you notice changed between this step and this step? The x and the sine of 46, what happened to them? They switched positions. Guess what? That happens every single time. Okay? So if x is in the denominator, you can just flip them. You don't have to show me all the multiplying steps. So that's 2 multiplying steps. You don't have to do that. Okay? It's just math, right? You're going to multiply and then multiply again. So you don't have to show me all of the multiplying. You can just say, oh, I know that this would go right to here, and then put it in your calculator. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So go ahead and put that in your calculator. Please, my calculator. Oh, 11.2. Or 11.1. We getting 11.1?
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, I want you to try number 8 all by yourself. Don't worry about solving for the other side for number 7. I realized that it was talking about just x. Do you agree? Yeah? Okay. Perfect. What questions do you have? Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Last one. Maybe. Number 9. A ship's sonar locates a treasure chest. Ooh, fun. At a 12-degree angle of depression. Okay, now,
I got
angle of depression and angle of elevation are very common terms. Okay, so angle of elevation, typically what does the word elevation mean? Like move up, right? Or whatever that is. So angle of elevation will always be here. So like this would be an angle of elevation, because like here's the ground and it's going up. Angle of depression is here. So it's like here's the top, and then angle of depression goes down. Okay, depression's down. So the cool thing about angle of elevation and angle of depression is that they are always congruent. What does congruent mean? The same. They're equal. Okay? So angle of depression is here. Angle of elevation is there. You're probably going to notice they're the same thing. That will always happen. Okay? All right. So a diver is lowered 40 feet to the ocean floor. How far to the nearest meter does the diver need to swim along the ocean floor to get the treasure chest? So, okay, imagine Jeremiah's dropped from the boat, okay, into the water. He's scuba diving for our treasure, okay? He volunteered as tribute, okay? So, thanks for laughing. Okay, I think I'm funny. Okay, so we dropped him 40 meters. Okay, and he needs to swim to the treasure chest. We need to find how long is his swim length. Okay, how many meters does he have to swim? I want you to solve using trigonometry. Okay, so use your sine, cosine, and tangent. So stuff we just did. Okay, get it set up.
Do you hear that? It's a movie. Oh, it's a movie. No. Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, do you agree with my setup?
Yeah.
In no way.
Why not?
Because the x is in the denominators, you need to switch to ten.
Well, I mean, what my setup? Is this the correct setup?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. To solve, we can use. Are listening? Okay, we can use our quick trick, right? Where we flip. So we would have x equals 40 over tangent 12. And you should get 188. And we'll round it to 0.2. What's my label? Nope. Meter. Oh. Why does that say meters then?
It's meters. No, it says
It says feet up here. It should be meters.
How far is the nearest meter?
Okay. It should be meters. I think they just accidentally, whoever wrote this accidentally wrote meters.
Still like
Alright, go ahead and work on the practice. Okay, go ahead and work on the practice. Okay, go work the practice. The answers. Is that opposite over, is that the hypotenuse?
No.
Okay, the answers, the solution should be on the back, I believe. Could you take a quiz on this tomorrow? Do you feel like comfortable enough?
Yes.
One more day. Give it one more day. Yeah,
You wrote like that out there. The
Sophia?
I don't
did
feel like
this when I was in second grade, so
You're just saying
I could take a quiz right now.
do it.
You're just saying
Yeah.
no.
I'm done this
I was
second
thinking
grade.
one day more for
Yeah.
like
Same thing.
I was a boy in house.
Jay Strauss and Sister Shook.
Thank you. Very comfortable.
He's officially Sister Shook.
I avoid just as it's I would like
You're not hot? Well, you must not have a Twitter.
how am I supposed to know the angle?
You try to make some
I just
big
want to
guys
see the back of your
on the other side.
What are you working on?
Didn't you lose like $1 million followers?
With the sand.
3 million. No, it keeps going. 3 million subscribers. It's going down right now. It keeps going down. It's going down. He's like 60 million. He's gonna have to apply at Starbucks again. Because they won't pay him there either. Honestly, people are going to.
like, he doesn't deserve all the criticism that he's getting. The only reason why this is happening is because he didn't accept the right vitamins. First in our exposed James, Toddy, and his friend.
Oh my god.
James' sister shook.
No, he literally lost.
Yeah, he has no struggle.
48 hours.
3 million, and it's still going down right now.
There's no
Check it. Go to the subscribe tab. These is going up.
And then Tati started shutting James Charles.
She like put a lot of shade. She was like, he harassed. Like, what?
I'm sure it is.
Yeah, but people already knew that he went after straightening before that happened.
Yeah, but then she just like put like a bunch of receipts and like screenshots and everything. I was like,
Yeah, after the receipts and screenshots, I'm like, I
I
can't
was
say
like,
day one.
whoa.
I used to be a sister.
I used to be a sister, but
He's sister shook.
I feel like
It's not going up. Started with 6.
Wait, is he at 10 million now?
He started with 16 million. He's at 13 right now.
Oh, there's Wait, what's Tati at?
she's going up.
Yeah,
Like
he's at
8 million?
9.
She's like 900.
She's at 800.
Alright, we should be working on our practice.
This is the new QI and T series.
Oh
Because
my
the day that she
god.
passes him will be within the next 24 hours of that.
You know. She was only having no problem.
Oh my god. What are those called?
He's part of a sister talk. Scandal and
Sister dead.
sister dead. I can't even use that word.
I think I'm going to go and file a complaint.
For what?
I think that's another piece of gum.
That's the deep.
Yeah.
There's
Got this really good
gum
nice
here.
hand does it.
There's gum here. And gum. What?
She's like, you got this really good nice hand.
No.
Yeah, they did it.
Yes. Oh, I have a guess. What if I think this would not fit? It would not fit me.
It's so funny. What if people actually want to do that?
My man's I just went to the but there's something we can find T series and he's all that.
This is it.
So, your stuff,
Is this your cam?
that looks like Ohio, not Ohio. Hey, what state did you
Irrelevant. Oh,
Jesus.
what happened?
I said Ohio.
You're doing
Hey, what state does this look like? Yeah. Oh, okay, he's not that smart. It's not a state, but you were supposed to say Ohio.
Ohio, what?
It looks like Ohio.
What? Where? Oh, the hard. I thought you said that. 13.8.
That does not look like Maine at all. Anyway,
What does it look like?
Maine looks like in top one high. Yeah, hold on. It looks like Maine. It looks like on this one. I don't know how.
What is this one?
Maine looks like a cowboy. Or am I taking it?
Sorry.
Oh, what you did is,
It does not look like a cowboy.
oh, you just said all.
It does not look like a cowboy hat whatsoever.
Oh, you said like, yeah,
Maybe look like something hat. That's what I mean. The top. Right there.
It's fine, I'm sure it's
not
in
really.
No, it looks like
I'm gonna be the are not
Wait, let me see it. Let me see it.
yeah.
Wait, so
Yeah, I don't think I don't know. Do you want to see how it's closer, right? I mean, they look like.
It's a
Why did they fucking get that all right?
Look. Come on, lady. Literally up the Vermont. Like that.
wait, you made it.
How am I supposed to memorize? I just sketched it up really bad. I was like,
That's just nuts.
I keep doing it. I wanted the museum right here.
All right, do you need me to do any of the practice problems on the board? Which one? Number 5?
Yes.
Eat.
The literal
Oh my god, what's that?
Okay, that should be your setup. Okay, 11 is adjacent to that angle. And then x is the hypotenuse.
I left it back there.
Yeah, you did this, and now I have to redo it all.
Look what you did.